Thank you, John. Good evening. I'm very pleased to welcome all of you to this really magnificent theater to join us in kicking off our Black History Month celebrations and to experience a movie which I think is fair to say has already become somewhat of a cultural high watermark in the United States. It's an extraordinary film. It brings together the combined talents of one of the world's best directors, Steven Spielberg, the world-renowned Anglo-Irish actor Daniel Day-Lewis, the Pulitzer Prize-winning biographer Doris Kearns Goodwin, and a fabulous supporting cast. So for the next 2.5 hours, they will bring history to us on this screen behind me. They will allow us to immerse ourselves in the life of our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln, during the final months of his life and the months leading up to his assassination in 1865. We'll witness how he tackled the devastating Civil War, how he fought to obtain passage through Congress of the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, which abolished slavery formally in the United States. Tonight's movie screening could not be timelier. This year marks the 150th anniversary of the Emancipation Proclamation. That document preceded the 13th Amendment by approximately 2 years, but the Emancipation Proclamation was really a crucial milestone in the chain of events that defined the long struggle for freedom, dignity, and civil rights for African Americans in the United States. Now, this year marks another important anniversary. 50 years ago, 1963, Dr. Martin Luther King organized the Great March on Washington, and there he delivered his iconic "I Have a Dream" speech in front of the Lincoln Memorial. Yesterday, like every third Monday in January, Americans celebrate Dr. King's enduring legacy. He would have been 84 years old this year. And also yesterday, as I'm sure many of you saw, Barack Obama stood before almost 1 million people in our nation's capital and took the oath of office for his second term as America's first African-American president. When Barack Obama became president in 2008, he did what a lot of presidents do. He decided to redecorate the Oval Office, sort of a tradition in our country. And one of the things he did is he replaced, there's a beautiful embroidered rug, a round rug in the Oval Office. He replaced that rug and he insisted that in the rug, his favorite words from Dr. Martin Luther King would be embroidered into the rug. Dr. King said that the arc of the moral universe is long, but it bends toward justice. And those are the words that everyone sees now when they walk into the Oval Office. That arc of history from Lincoln to King to Obama reminds us that the United States was not born complete 237 years ago. The promise of our founders is only made real through the ongoing struggle for freedom, equality, and justice, and our constant striving to create a more perfect union. And of course, I think the same could be said for Europe. The European project arose out of the ashes of war, not whole and complete, but as the result over the years of the efforts of many individuals, countries, institutions, to become what it is today, a beacon that demonstrates the amazing things that can be achieved by political vision, hard work, and a willingness to overlook differences in pursuit of a higher good. Now, in my time here in Brussels, I have come to believe that these two great institutions, the United States and the European Union, do their most important work together when we join forces to help others around the world fulfill their dreams for freedom and equality. I'd like to end with the words of President Bill Clinton, who recently introduced this very film at the Golden Globe Awards. And in doing so, he eloquently summarized Lincoln's legacy. He said, "President Lincoln's struggle to abolish slavery reminds us that enduring progress is forged in a cauldron of both principle and compromise. This brilliant film shows us how he did it and gives us hope that we can do it again. Every hard-fought effort to perfect our union has demanded the same combination of steely resolve and necessary compromise. Compromises that Lincoln mastered to preserve the Union and end slavery." Ladies and gentlemen, I stand before you tonight, myself, a great-grandson of slaves, and I'm here today because Lincoln did what he did. Thank you for coming this evening to share in honoring an important chapter in our American history. I hope you enjoy the film.